I'm your host, Donna Cates, and each week we'll dive into powerful stories, expert strategies, and practical tools to help you take charge of your financial future. Whether you're planning for retirement, navigating a divorce, or simply looking to build your wealth with confidence, this is your space to grow, learn, and thrive. Let's get started with today's podcast. Tickled to death today to have Tonicia Freeman Foster with us. She is with Lead Us Well, and y'all are going to learn so much from her today. I'm really excited. But Tonicia, my apologies, if you could go ahead and give us about a 90-second overview of what it is that you do and why you got into it.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Donna, for the opportunity to be here with you today. Again, my name is Dr. Tonicia Freeman Foster. I am the co-founder and CEO of Lead Us Well. We specialize in working with healthcare and human service organizations, helping them to create cultures that result in clients, colleagues, and communities thriving. And so we work with them by taking a deep root level look at what's going on within the organization and how we can walk alongside them for change. I also lead a group for Black women leaders, providing psychologically safe space for them to grow, to thrive, to ask questions. So that's a little bit about me.
Oh, that's so awesome. So how did you get into the industry?
Yeah, so I started working in health and human services, I think from the beginning. Actually, I started in high school in the health academy. And so in the nursing academy in high school, we actually wore scrubs to the hospital and the nursing homes. And so I started there and went off to college and continued that journey, and then started off and working in child welfare, HIV, and then mental health and substance use. And it's something that I think I've always had a passion for, helping people thrive, helping them be their best selves.
And that's so empowering, because I think if we don't have our health, what good are we? It
Correct.
Impacts everything, and especially emotional well-being as well, and feeling empowered. So awesome. Well, I'd love to hear about what makes you unique in the way that you're helping people.
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. That's a great question. So I think what makes me unique is my approach to helping people. For a lot of times, what I find is people will come and they say, we're having trouble with workforce turnover, and they attribute it to the pay or how they're writing the job description or something like that. And so my goal is to go in there and really dig beneath the root of the organization to find out why turnover is occurring in the first place. Because if we don't look at that, we'll constantly be recruiting new people in, and they'll be coming out like a funnel. Like, we'll bring them in and they'll be coming out. And so my goal is to stop that funnel, to really look at it from a bird's eye view, but also from the background of being a project director and a CEO, looking at what's really happening. Are there clicks going on within the organization? And believe it or not, that has a huge impact on people's engagement. And so looking at that, looking at who the organization was created for, who they're working with now, and what that experience is like, and helping find remedies and solutions to that. And so that is my approach, to go in, to do the assessment, and to walk alongside them, not say, hey, here's the assessment, good luck, implement it. If they could implement it, they would have already done it. And so it's walking alongside them, and it's understanding from multiple aspects, from being a patient, a client, from being a supervisor, from being a CEO, what that is like in their shoes, and how to remedy that. And celebrate successes along the way. That's a big thing for me.
And that is a huge, significant thing. And I think it's personally something that a lot of us, especially if we're wearing different hats, don't take the time to do. We don't celebrate the successes. So that's awesome. And I heard this really resonates with me, the fact that you're getting to the root cause. It's almost like now, doctors, you'll go to the doctor, hey, this is what my symptoms are. And then they just treat the symptoms, but then you keep having the same recurring symptoms, and they never do the deep dive because they were trained to prescribe medicine, right?
Right.
So you're doing the hard work and digging deep to figure out what's causing all of the issues and getting that solved.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that takes a lot of courage and a lot of bravery. And so that's why we make sure that we celebrate successes along the way. Because most times people don't want to see like, ooh, this is the real problem, like how I'm showing up or the culture of this organization. And so that takes a lot of bravery and courage to say, these are these are the things that are happening, and these are the things that we can also fix. And so I think it's that where a lot of times people have become one with the agency, and it's like, I don't want to know anything bad about it. Just tell me it's about the pay or about the job description. It's like, it doesn't fix anything. It's that Band-Aid on top of that broken bone. And so that is our approach.
Got it. So it sounds very empowering. So I'd love to know, where do you see the industry going in the next 5 to 10 years, and how are you staying on top of it?
Absolutely. I see the industry, I think it's already headed there with more virtual services. I think, though, really looking at it from a lens of not only virtual services, but how do we engage historically marginalized communities, that we are still able to look at data in 2024 and see disparities and outcomes based on someone's zip code, based on their race, based on their sexual orientation or gender preference. And so that we have to find a creative way to really work within that. And I think that for me goes back to organizational culture. I am an organizational culture fan forever. So I really think it's that, like, how people are treated. And if we don't fix that, it doesn't matter if the services are in office or virtual or in their home, it's not going to work, because there's some cultural foundational cracks that need to be fixed first. So that's I think where it's headed. And those are some things that need to happen in order for it to be successful.
And it sounds like you're driving the train in that direction. So great for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So let's shift gears just a little bit. I'm going to get you to share with me what might have been your biggest failure or challenge, whether personal or professional, that you've had this far in life, and how's that impact or shape the way you do business today?
Oh, that's a really great question. I would say, I would say my ability to believe in myself and believe in my gifts and believe in my team. I don't think I had an issue in doing it. I just don't think I fully understood the gravity and the change that could happen in working with the team. And so not having to take it all and put it on your back, like, hey, I'm the leader of this, I'm supposed to take it and put it on my back, but really sharing that with the team and pushing the team, which was something that was scary. It's like, no, I see this person has a little more potential. And so pushing people beyond their potential is scary, but once they see that they can do it, I think that's so rewarding. And so I think that has been the lesson, like, spread this across the team and let some other people do it. And they may not do it how I want it done, but it gets done and it meets the goals and the outcomes. And so I think that has been the biggest lesson for me, in allowing me to also rest and take a break for myself, because I think there was a point where I just was in it all the time and not disengaging and not really taking care of myself. And so I found myself navigating a journey of cancer. And so that forced me into this space where it's like, now you have to prioritize your health, and you have no other choice but to delegate these things that you would have put on your back to other people. So it's been, I think, a lesson all the way around for me.
And I have to say, I think life, or just the universe, will hand us things to really force us to pay attention. So I hate that you were dealt that cancer card, but it sounds like it served a really good purpose. And I
absolutely.
And let me say this, just so I make sure I'm hearing you right. So the thing for you was learning that you have the power of believing in yourself, but then actually allowing yourself to use the team to help you with everything.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I think as women too, we have a tendency to feel like we can't ask for help. So that's a big thing for you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yes. As women, I think we we have been socialized to, first of all, believe that leadership is for men. And so we already come in with this extra weight of I have to be a certain way so that I'm not perceived as weak. And so we take it because it's like, no matter how many team members I have, I could have 1,000 team members. At the end of the day, if that's my department, that's on me. And so we internalize it and we just grind it to our own detriment sometimes.
And at the expense of our own health even. So, wow.
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I would love for you to share this with me. If you could have lunch with one person, living or deceased, who would it be and why?
Wow. I think that's a really great question. If I had to choose one, I would say Tabitha Brown. She is a fellow vegan, and she's always upbeat. Her personality is always upbeat and joyous, and she's a successful business owner and mom and family person at the same time. And so I think that would be someone I would pick.
Awesome. And I would love to learn how you know about her. How did you discover her?
Wow, I think she's everywhere. From television shows and movies to like eating vegan food and owning vegan restaurants and cooking different variations of vegan recipes. So I've learned about her through that, and she has products at Target. So she's like everywhere for me. And just her name and her energy brings a smile. She's always inspirational, motivational. So that's someone that I really look up to.
That's awesome. Well, tell me, what is the best way for people to connect with you if they want to work with you or just learn more?
Absolutely. So they can email info@leaduswell.com, and Lead Us Well is LEI. I can't remember. LEI. Oh, goodness. This is really not good. Lead Us Well. Oh, goodness. Lead Us Well, LEIDOSWEL.com. So they can type Tonicia or info@leaduswell.com, and they can also go to the website www.leaduswell, again LEIDOSWEL.com.
Got it. And I love that that you struggled with that, because you just had one of those moments that makes me feel more human. So
yes. I'm like, what is it's like your phone number, and someone asks you like, what's your phone number? You're like, oh, I haven't had to dial my phone number. Let me remember.
Right. But that was awesome. So, well, I thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you had as much fun as I did, and I know our listeners are going to enjoy hearing from you as well. So thank you again.
Thank you, Donna.
You're very welcome. I hope today's conversation left you feeling inspired, informed, and ready to take the next step in your financial journey. Remember, building wealth isn't just about money. It's also about creating a life that aligns with your goals and values. If you found this episode valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with the women in your life who deserve financial empowerment too. Until next time, stay confident, stay empowered, and keep building the life you desire.